welcome to BBC News. Hawaii is bracing itself for floods and landslides as Hurricane Lane makes its way past the islands. It's been downgraded to a Category 1 storm, but authorities are warning that lives are still at risk. It's the biggest storm there in nearly 3 decades. James Cook is in Hawaii.
This is what Hurricane Lane has done to Hawaii already. And it's still churning towards the islands. So far, it's not the ferocious wind, but the torrential rain which is the biggest problem. There are reports of catastrophic flooding, of landslides and of water rescues. Tourists among those who've been pulled to safety.
Attention, attention, the beaches are closed. Please leave the area.
The Big Island in Hawaii counties received, in some cases, some reports are 2 feet of rain already. And unfortunately, there's more to come. So the impacts are going to grow. The real question is, when does it start to make its turn to the west? If it drifts further north, then that means you're going to see storm surge, greater wind impacts, as well as increased rainfall.
Hundreds of islanders have been forced to flee their homes.
Has this ever done this before?
No, that's the first time with this. I've been here for 11 years, and it's the first time we see here.
Across the state, dozens of evacuation centres have been set up. Major hurricanes are rare on Hawaii, and as the storm approached, many people heeded the dire warnings, stocking up on food and water as a state of emergency was declared.
We have the federal, state, all of the counties here to make sure that we are protecting the health, safety, and welfare of all of our people, including, by the way, some close to 300,000 tourists who are in the state right now.
These pictures from the International Space Station show the hurricane as it approached the islands earlier this week. Here on Maui overnight, people were forced from their homes and from a storm shelter as a wildfire was driven before the gale.
Well, this shows the unpredictability of a hurricane. It's smoke rather than spray which is filling the air here as they try to put out this wildfire which is being driven by the storm. Is this a big one for Hawaii?
Yeah, it is a big one, but it don't seem to be. It's mostly the fire that we're worried about. The storm is not a concern right now.
The beaches are now closed, but nothing was going to stop these surfers from seeking the ultimate thrill of catching a wave on the edge of a hurricane. James Cook.